value most about your education and why?
Wow, interesting. Because my education is kind of unusual. I did not graduate college. And so my education, I left school as a senior with 5 classes left at college, 5 classes left to take to go travel through Europe. And to pay for my traveling through Europe, I got a job. And it ended up that I fell in love with the job. I worked for a TV show called All in the Family, which is decades ago. And my boss was a guy named Norman Lear, who's still alive, he's 94. And one of the greatest television producers ever, and I was fortunate enough to land a job with him and didn't really see much need to go back to school. And so my education was in the workforce. And so that was my first job, was in television, and kind of my career moved from there.
Which teacher made the greatest impact in your life and why?
That's an easy one. His name was Al Cohen. He was my 5th grade teacher. And he was renowned in our school because every year part of his curriculum was he read Huckleberry Finn out loud to the class. And he got me. I was really good in math, and he understood that immediately. It ended up just some coincidence of life that we hung out at the same beach in the summertime. And so I became really good friends with his daughters. His daughter and my sister were best friends. And he was just a caring, and at the time being a male teacher was kind of unusual. And he was a remarkable man.
Why did you choose your particular career?
It chose me. My first career was in television, as I said before. I was also an actor. And I always was the kid who my friends came to talk about music. And I was the early adapter to all kinds of music as a kid, and I introduced my friends to music. So when I had an opportunity to start making it a bigger part of my life, it kind of was just a natural progression from a job, which was TV, to something I really enjoyed doing, which was music.
What can teachers do different to motivate students' interest in education?
It's interesting. I think music is a big part of that, to help motivate kids. I remember I was a sophomore in high school, and I had a teacher helped us dissect All Along the Watchtower, a song written by Bob Dylan, performed by Jimi Hendrix as well. And everybody in the class really related to it because they knew the words, they loved the music, and I think and if you've seen Hamilton, and if you haven't, that's a goal that you must have in life. It's the greatest opportunity to teach us through music. And I mean, Hamilton, I've been fortunate enough to see it 3 times now. It is the greatest live entertainment piece of just history that I've ever seen in my life. And I've learned a lot.
How would you want history books to remember you?
I'd love them to remember me. There was an author named Shel Silverstein, and they asked the question, how do you want to be remembered after you're gone? He said, I don't want to be gone. So, Summer Jam, which is now the 25th year, is a part of our culture. I'm really proud to have been a part of it from the first one to now the 25th one. So I think I will be remembered as that, but I also want to be remembered as a mentor and somebody who gave, and I've given a lot of people their first jobs, their first breaks in the business.
What inspired your idea of Summer Jam, and how hard was it to put it all together?
Summer Jam was not my idea. Summer Jam was the idea of a guy named Steve Smith, a woman named Tracy Clority, and they worked at Hot 97. And what they came to me for was that I had the relationships with the arena, and I had to convince the arena that a hip hop show would be okay in an arena. And I also had to convince my boss at the time, because he had no faith in hip hop selling tickets. And kind of proved everybody wrong. My name is Carl Fried. You're watching Young Faces Smiling.